National Forest.
This railway has been in operation for over 130 years, since 1891, with the sole exception of 3 years between 2017 and 2021, when we closed temporarily for a massive overhaul that involved adding 3 new trains. We're on one of them right now, replacing the entire track, and extensive repairs and updates to the depot. This renovation was generously funded by Phil Anschutz, the owner of the Broadmoor. He spent a little over $100 million of his own money to make sure this railway is preserved for generations to come.
There's just rocks just laying there, like they're waiting to be flicked off.
There's like a little skinny sapling holding one of them up over there. Back there.
God, how big these blocks are. There's a little bit of snow for you.
Oh, cool.
Block is
I'm glad we're here. Even though we don't get to see the peak, I'm glad. And we're almost scraping the train. I wonder how often I have to clear the tracks. This looks like it might be a fairly common occurrence.
Yeah, I would imagine it's like, okay, we got another boulder in the road. Here we go.
Whoa. Oh, there's a huge rock up there. Looks like it's just about to topple off. It's not, but it looks like it is. It's an overhang.
Oh, here's a pullover spot.
That's good. Elephant rocks. Huh. If those are elephant rocks in Missouri, then what are these? What's a lot bigger than
All right,
an
can I have
elephant?
everybody look to their left, please?
Oh, I missed it. Oh, that was beautiful. Did you get it?
Before anybody shouts fake news at me,
Hear the roar of the falls?
Yeah, they couldn't get the heating system. It's snowing.
It's snowing? Remember to pop the ears so you stay pressurized. Oh, that's so pretty. I love it.
we're about to enter our first 25% grade of the day.
Yay!
25% grade means that for every 100 feet we go forward, we also go 25 feet up. The average grade along this track is 16%. This particular hill is known around these parts as Son of a Gun Hill. That's because in the old days, when we still used steam locomotives, the crew would have to shovel coal 3 times faster in order just to get to the top. And when they did, they would look at each other and in between ragged gasps of breath say, "That hill was a real son of a gun," or something like that.
Something like that.
See the snow?
And I'm sure some of you are wondering, do you ever get any rocks on the tracks here? And it does happen occasionally. Just a few weeks ago, actually, we were going up this route, and just a little bit ahead, Lucas spotted a pretty large rock on the track, so he stopped the train. He and I got out, and
Pushed it up.
while he held it up, I actually propped it up with 3 smaller rocks. You'll be able to see that out the 2-seat side, just a little bit ahead.
I think he's lying.
I think he's lying too. I love that stream.
She won't know until it's 9:30 at night.
I was just looking
For over
at that peak.
34 years, a hotel operated here at the head of New Morning Canyon. Starting as a modest single-room log cabin in 1882, it quickly grew in popularity when the owner transformed it into a lunch stand. When the Cog Railway opened, business boomed. The cabin grew until it boasted 22 guest rooms, a large banquet hall, a post office, a railway station, and like any respectable mountain hotel, a single-lane bowling alley. Called the Halfway House, hikers and travelers could stay for a humble price of $10 a week. Unfortunately, a mysterious fire in 1926 razed the Halfway House completely. You can see where it once stood up the 3-seat side and that flat spot there, along with a sign that says Halfway House.
You can feel the incline change. You can see the trees.
Got that 3-seat side. This is our 3rd waterfall of the day. This one looks like it's falling out of a large pipe. That is because it is falling out of a large pipe. We call this one Pipe Falls.
He said pike, and I was wondering what a pike is. So I thought that was named after Zebulon.
Now I'd like to welcome you to the town of Ruxton Park, population 0. In the 1900s, the city of Colorado Springs built a hydroelectric plant here. They salvaged materials from the Halfway House and constructed this white house for the caretakers out of the 3-seat side.
There's a turkey.
The hydroelectric plant still provides power to around 200 homes in the area. It is one of the oldest functioning hydroelectric plants this side of the Mississippi River.
Wow.
Up until about a year ago, the caretaker and his family lived in Ruxton, making the population skyrocket to a staggering 6, if you count their 2 dogs, of course. They would get to and from anywhere else by this dirt road off the 3-seat side. It's a 60-mile private driveway.
A 60-mile private drive.
Wow. 60-mile private driveway.
He said 60, right? Not 16.
60. 60.
Should have been chewing gum. That would keep your ears popping at all times. Chew on my tongue.
I just pop my ears. There's quite a bit of snow on the ground now.
Yes, there is.
Anybody on board today from the great state of Delaware? No? It's pretty normal. Just past Pike National Forest, passed into Pike National Forest. And Pike National Forest is about 1.4 million acres, large enough to hold the entire state of Delaware with a little bit of wiggle room. A diverse community of wildlife calls Pike National Forest home. Some of the inhabitants are moose, mule deer, black bears, mountain lions, Bigfoot, bobcat, porcupine, skunks, foxes, coyotes, and a variety
Out
of
of one of
birds
the culverts
and animals.
was a tube of ice
Oh, really?
sticking out. Yeah. Looked like it was sliding out slowly.
Of course, these are all wild animals, and I can't guarantee we're going to see anything out those windows today. I have tried to explain the train schedule to them. The original founder of this railway was a man named Zalman Simmons. Zalman was born and died in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and in the 1880s he decided to build this railroad after a trip he took to the top of Pikes Peak to inspect some telegraph wires that he had installed there. On the way up, he rode up 2 donkeys, and he said that although the views were spectacular, the trip up was one of the most uncivilized things he's ever done. So he took it upon himself, back in Kenosha, to fundraise about $1.5 million, with which he purchased the land and started building the railway.
Beer pop.
In 1806, the 27-year-old Army Lieutenant Zebulon Montgomery Pike made the first recorded attempt to climb the mountain that now bears his name. Having been sent west to chart the newly purchased Louisiana Territory, Pike and his men glimpsed the mountain from a distance and were overcome with an urge to climb it, thinking that the views from the summit would aid in their surveying efforts. Despite their enthusiasm, their lack of food, tattered summer uniforms, and waist-high November snow prevented them from realizing their dreams. At the time, Pike estimated the peak to be 18,000 feet high, and boldly declared that no human would ever successfully climb it. Pike would not be proven wrong until 7 years after his death, when in 1820, botanist Edwin James summited the mountain. Of course, the Ute people, who have inhabited these regions for many generations, were the first to climb it originally. They call Pikes Peak Sun Mountain, or Tava in their language.
Are you videoing it? Okay, then you're going to try to get a screen capture. So it's done so well for you. Wow, it's really slowing.
In 1883, an English teacher from Massachusetts took a carriage ride up the mountain on a track that parallels our route in some places. Her name was Catherine Lee Bates. The views she saw along her way inspired her to write a poem when she got back to her hotel room in Colorado Springs. Some of you may have heard of this poem. It was set to music a few years later and is now known by the title America the Beautiful.
Oh, look at that. It's gone. The land is gone. The nothing is out there.
I like the snow, but it obscures the view.
It's gotten a little bit steeper from the tracks.
Yeah, it has. It's thick up here.
I know, right? We're looking at about, I don't know, it looks like 4 inches of snow here.
See, I've never been in Colorado in the winter or the spring. And this is winter here, so it's cool. Mountains and snow go together.
Well,
like
they keep
peanut butter and
calling
jelly.
a winter advisory, not a snow advisory. It's pretty well sticking under the trees
Close to
now.
the tree line, and as you can see, trees are kind of getting a little smaller and more spaced out. Most of the trees up this high are bristlecone pine trees. Bristlecone pine trees are some of the hardiest trees in the world and can survive in regions that other trees simply wither and die. Out the 3-seat side, about 150 feet down, just a little bit, you'll be able to see a bristlecone pine tree that looks kind of half dead, half alive. This tree is the oldest known tree on the mountain, estimated to be about 2,200 years old.
Not seeing it.
I'm feeling dizzy.
So am I.
It might be
Just a
time-
little bit.
It might be time for a little squirt of oxygen. I don't feel like I'm gonna faint. Thank you. See, I'm afraid to drink too much because I do not want to pee. It's a fine balance. 11:08. That helps. You should drink a little too. It helps.
kind of makes you appreciate the angle we're sitting at here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here most of the day, but right now it's actually pretty cold out of Springs. And before the wind destroyed our weather reader up here, it clocked in wind speeds of about 188 miles per hour.
Wow. There goes the trees. The snow is about 3 feet deep here beside the train.
12,000 feet elevation.
This little stone building at the two-seat side is the old section crew house. The section crew are the people who are in charge of taking care of the track. And in the old days, they used to live in that house in the summer and walk to work. Nobody lives there now besides Mormons and hikers.
See trees off there, over there.
And we're coming to a stop here, so make sure to stay seated.
Why do we have to stay seated in our spots? You see it yet?
Here it comes. Yeah, it's got snow on the front of it. Like it's been pushing snow.
I wonder if they got to go to the summit.
Big turn going up really steep. This has got to be one of those 25-degree coming up. This is a no-joke climb.
Does he have to get out to clear snow again?
We're going to have to push. This is headed back down the mountain. Say hi, Mona.
Hi, Mona.
Awesome.
I saw a marmot yesterday, which is pretty early for them. They're probably now back in their burrows, wondering what's going on. Besides that, all I've seen are turkeys so far. It's still kind of early for most people, most of the later stuff, but occasionally we do get surprised. Enjoy the rest of the ride down.
There's a waterfall.
Is that cool?
Yes. Oh, that's Pike Falls.
Yeah, there's more snow here than when
This
we came
wasn't
up.
even accumulated on it.
I don't believe there was this much snow because I got a comparative video going up as we got coming down right now.
This is a lot more snow. If you can tell, branches.
And now the snow is gone.